Hi, everyone. Welcome to this live connection on the eve of our second new moon in the month of December of the Gregorian year 2024. How's everyone doing? Looks like we've got a 5 alarm fire. So on Christmas Eve, I had the SWAT team surrounding our um, place of residence, and now at the um, building just over, they've got it's like a 5 alarm fire over there. So I don't know. And perhaps this is what we're all experiencing and connecting with in our personal experiences, is this energy of is it urgency? Yeah, it's like urgency in simply remaining grounded where we are, regardless of what's going on around us. So, just before we get too deep into this connection, my cat is sitting on the desk and like on top of everything. Tristan, come on. Are you coming? Okay. So at this time, I'd just like to ask that I'm a clear and pure channel to bring through messages from Source Divine, loving and kind. And so, welcome to anyone who is new here, and a very warm welcome back to all of my fellow travelers. Thank you so much for being here. I trust the fact that you've connected and found this channel. There will be something here for you. My name is lisalyle, and it's a pleasure to connect with you. So the date is the 29th of December, and we're in the midst of the holy days, and it's been a very interesting holy day season since the birth of the solstice, and in fact, since the Scorpio season. So the last couple months. Here he comes. And that's it. Okay, so first, before we get into the cards, well, actually, let's get into the 3 cards that have come out for us. And the first one was realization, and it's number 3. And 3 is the number of creation. And the realization is that we're each here, and it was 3:03 on the clock. We are each here to balance the and unify and reunite the sacred trinity within our experience, the divine masculine, the divine feminine, and the child, mother, father, God energy. And we're the key. We are the sacred key. And it's interesting that Scorpio season came up because this feels like that 11:11 energy, the gateway, walking through. We are walking through these final days of 2024, and we're walking through a portal of powerful change. We are the portal that initiates powerful change. And so I would just like to say thank you so much and congratulations. You're doing it. Don't give up before the miracle happens. You are the miracle, and the miracle is unfolding as we speak. So, and this talks about new moon eclipse. So we've got the new moon, and it's a rare occurrence to have 2 new moons in a calendar month, and like 2 full moons in a calendar month is called, the second one is the blue moon. And because this is a new moon and it's the dark moon, so this would be like a black moon. And it feels like, I believe that we have our first eclipse season just as the new year approach, just before the new year, the birth of the new year in spring of 2025, or just after. And so it feels like, in this winter, we're in a really powerful season of refining personal practices of this self-actualization or self-realization. And by the time we get to the spring, the true new year, it's like all these, we're going to like clearly see all the abundance of opportunities and potential for us to really live our dreams. And the next card out was self-reflection. And as we're in the final few days of 2024, which was a universal 8, this comes to an 8, and 17 is the star in the tarot, and this is all about our healing. And yesterday before I went to the job, I went down to my new little spot that I found that's close to work, so I can have some nature time before I go into an interesting environment, let's say. Remembering that within that environment, I am the frequency, right? And it's all about the frequency, the energy that we bring. So it's all good. This, though, speaks yesterday. So yesterday when I went there, I heard some ducks, mallards. I see them. I don't often hear them, but they quacked. And it was like, oh, yay. I was actually looking at the swans, and then the ducks spoke up. And, ducks speak about our emotional sensitivities. And the message that came through yesterday during that connection was, we are responsible for our emotional well-being. And if I'm not responsible for my emotional well-being, who is? And it's the same for all of us. And, ducks are often the totem of therapists. And the message that came was, get to nature, allow nature to be your therapist, allow truth, not your truth, because we all have a truth based on what our experience has been. And so we gain perspective based on experience. Truth, divine truth, is the ultimate truth. There is no, there's no black or white. It is our shared truth. And so this really feels, and when we reduce this 17 to the 8, hi, Rena, welcome, sister. How have your holy days been? So nice to see you. I'm just connecting, briefly today before I head to what's Thursday in my world, to the job. But, this reduces to the 8, which is the strength card. And so it takes a great deal of strength to continue to follow our very own heart when externally the world just wants us to be good little soldiers, and just do our job, right? Do your job and, don't question things. And that's not what we're here for. We are here to question the experience. And with the 8 and the 3 on the table, like if we go 17 plus 3, we've got 20, which is the judgment card. And then if we go 3, 4, plus 7, we have 11, which is, the first master number. And so it really feels like the guidance coming through is stick to your heart, trust your heart. And, it may feel uncomfortable and awkward, and yet we are learning life lessons along the way, and victory is ours as a result of our courageous heart. And we have the 23 there, and that's one of my numbers, 23 and 32, this mirror energy. That's one of the numbers for the divine masculine. So it really feels like, the as a female essence, as the feminine, there's a great peace that has settled in. Yes, trust and faith. A great peace that has settled in, knowing that the masculine is also hearing the call and rising to answer the call from within via the pathway. The spirit path of the South is the pathway of the inner child. Archangel Michael sits in the South. And that first card out from the Spirit of the Wheel Oracle, is a number 36. And so we're moving from this universal 8-year. 2025 is a 9. And 36 is my life path, 36-9. And so it feels like, I've always said not everybody agrees, and that's okay. 9 is a completion number for me, because then we move to the double digits, right? So 9 is the completion number, and it feels like we are really wrapping up cycles. And I love that I had mentioned the strength card, and then we've got the Spirit Path of the West, strength, offering assistance, meditation, patience. And 4 is about new foundations, stability coming in. And if I pull out my little notebook, I've just taken jotted a few notes about this upcoming new moon. And one of them, which really, this card reminded me of it, is that building solid and stable foundations. This is what the Capricorn new moon is. And, it's this Capricorn energy will, it governs our 1111 there, spine, like bones, joints, and our knees. And some of you will remember in the last couple of days with the live connections, I was really tuning into this wolf energy. And the mirror image of wolf is flow. And I feel like wolf, it's funny, let me tell you. So I took this notebook with me to the JOB yesterday. And when I got there, there was when I brought the book out, it opened up at a random page. And this is where it opened up. It opened up at the Wolf Moon, which was on January 25th of 2024. So that of course, I put a sticky note there because that piqued my curiosity, considering I was tuning into this wolf energy. And here's what was coming through almost a year ago around this wolf energy. And it feels very relevant for us now as we're moving into the new Gregorian year. Yeah. Wolf Moon, freedom from within, breaking free from the critic, quit it. From the critic, and then I put quit it in parentheses, that lives within we, little old me, right? Like, and it's kind of little old me, the inner child, right? The inner child who has lived the entire experience. Energy is everything, as God is, or nothing at all, right? It's like God is everything or nothing at all. Answer God's call, dear child of light. No room at the inn for fright. Welcome, feel welcome in the essence of God's light that lives within, living and breathing skin. You, me, we, all of us. Love wins. Tell your story. Magical dream weaver. Sacred make believe her. And so it's like, it really feels as we're wrapping up this year. And so then if you'll remember, we had 2 Capricorn full moons. So we had a blue moon, the second Capricorn full moon, which took place in July, was a blue moon. And now we have the Capricorn new moon, which is a black moon. 2 rare moon energies all around Capricorn. And Capricorn in the tarot is like, it's that devil energy, right? And so I feel like saying, congratulations, you have slayed the devil within, and you have moved beyond the energetics of temptation. And it really feels like, as this new Gregorian year, as we turn the page on the paper calendars, right? As we turn the page and move into the winter of this true year, that it's like at home with ourselves, at home with ourselves. And so what I didn't make notes in here about the second Capricorn full moon. I did make notes about the first Capricorn new moon in solstice season. So we're in solstice, the winter solstice here in the Northern Hemisphere. And at the time of this writing about the Capricorn new full moon, the first one, it was the summer solstice. It was July. And what was written was Capricorn 1, home to you, the haunted houses we live within, sensitive and sensitivity. So we may be feeling our sensitivities like heightened at this time. And we may be feeling more intuitive. And I certainly know that that has been my experience. The energies are so supportive for us right now. We are meant to be the fun house of abundance. Abundant love and abundant fun are our birthright. Dance, skip, run, jump into the arms of love, God's love. Soften the hardness of your shell. Come out of your personal hell and step into your heaven here on earth. Your hearth, your heart, the hearth that beats within is your home in this skin. The hearth and home within is that through and by which you will win. All you do has value to the evolution of the eternal soul that is currently you. All of us. And yes, Rena, you have come so far. We have come so far. Like, what a decade 2024 has been. And we're wrapping up really big. We're wrapping up huge energetic cycles. And we're still doing it. And that's why it really feels like here in the winter season, it's about rest. It's about comfort and joy. It's about home to the truth that lives and breathes as us, home to the God that lives with and breathes as us, the consciousness, right? It's all about our consciousness. And we are strong and courageous. And, this is a good time to, perhaps go into this new Gregorian year in meditation and just flowing into it and allowing the universal support to flow into your experience. Don't push it. That continues to be the message these days. Don't push it. Your dreams are worth it. And there's nothing truly that we must do, because God knows the dreams that live within you. Yeah, silence, solitude. I'm with you. Into the silence I grow is the message I got the other day. Into the silence I grow. And it's so hard for a chatterbox like me, yet, hey, it's easy when we walk with Archangel Michael. Is this a 36 again? It is, double 36. So 99, look inside of you. And it's so funny, I connected with Orion in the night sky. I always do. And pointed it out to someone else last night. And, this is about our spine, getting into alignment via our spine. Oh, yes. And physically, you may be feeling, so many of you who have been traveling with me for a while know that for much of my lifetime, there's been a lot of sensitivity and tenderness around the right breast. And it was spoken about quite a bit earlier in the year. This is the masculine side. This is the masculine side of our body. And it's the giving side. And it feels like, with this masculine energy, a lot of us feminine, those of us in feminine form in this lifetime, a lot of us have been healing energies around our our connection with the masculine in this experience. And the exchange between the dance between the masculine and feminine, whether it's, it's just masculine. It doesn't have to be, it's not necessarily like lovers or anything like that. It could be, it's the divine masculine, the father energy, the grandfather, all of it, the uncle, the brother, the son, all of it. And we've been doing a lot of healing. And as we've been doing that, we know that the masculine has also been matching that in their experience and healing around the feminine and healing around their own understanding of themselves as a masculine human, HUE, at this time. So, it's so important for us to focus, like continue our focus on the inner journey and the dream that we have seeded a long time ago, that was seeded in our heart before we even came here, and trust that everything is coming together. And there's very little that we have to do. Like, we don't have to run out and chase anything. 21 there. Luna wants to come up. Yeah. My little dog. All the little animals in this house are, acting really odd these days. Ultimately, as we move into this new year, there's nothing that we need to chase. Everything is already flowing toward us and to us and out of us and through us, all of that. So stay the course your heart has chosen. The night before last, I had a dream. And I don't often remember dreams like it. So again, it feels like a visitation from an owl. And it was a young owl. I would say it was an owlet. It was little, and it was a little great horned owl. And it was in my home and hopping around and interacting, engaging with the animals, with the exception of Luna. I didn't see Luna in the dream. 2222 across there. I didn't see Luna in the dream, but first the owl hopped over to my cat and did a little head nuzzling with the cat, and the cat was very receptive. And then the little owl hopped over to Rex, the big dog, and did the same thing in his head. And Rex, I woke up because I went to stop Rex because he's a big guy and he was getting like excited, and I thought his head was going to hurt the little owl. Anyways, I woke up from that, and it sat with me all day, and as these things do. And what came through was that did I write something down? I may have written. No, I just wrote owl. For Duck, I wrote emotional wellness, flow with it. Your walk with truth is therapy. Don't be scared of this. If you are, keep walking with your heart anyways. But the owl, yeah, I've been really resistant to writing for much of 2024, and that's really interesting. It's changing though. So, because we're changing. But for owl, what was coming through, what I realized as we went on, first and foremost, the last time I had a visitation from owl was in meditation, and owl literally showed up in my third eye, and I was so scared at the time. And then I was guided to just keep breathing deep, and I did. And owl flew me down into like shadowy spaces, into the dark, and almost like the dungeon of my own experience. And there I was connected with my aspect of myself that was cowered in the corner, scared and covered up. It was so interesting. And that really began an intense time of deep shadow work. And so with the appearance of owl again, although it was a young owl, which really speaks more of like, it's about us nurturing our sensitivities. It's about us showing up in a gentle way for ourselves when that shadow or when those boogeymen pop up or, pop into our experience. So, yeah, the owl, it was incredibly and then it was just so cute. It was so cute. And this is really speaking about the wise medicine person that is each of us. And to really allow that to be seen in our relationship with ourselves, first and foremost, how we show up for ourselves. They're having me highlight these two cards. And the Shambhala card is the golden age, it says on the card, and it's number 2, the high priestess. Yes, the high priestess, the medicine woman. And this is an amplification of the message that meditation is key to our continued spiritual development. Oh, you know what? Goat has come up recently too, Rena. Thank you for saying that. And what I was connecting with, goat is also that Capricorn energy, right? And it's also so it's that devil energy. And that is again what we are overcoming. And I feel like when I was connecting with goat the other day, I literally saw the billy goat at the top of the mountain, like it had reached the summit. And so it was kind of like a message for us that we've done it. We've overcome the temptation. We have overcome this energy of the devil in the details, right? The devil wants us to remain in our head and not the heart space, because the heart space is where God lives at, where source is. And, this is, we are the sort of truth. We are the sort of light in this lifetime, the gateway, whatever you want to call it, the portal. We're all of it. Yeah, you're so welcome. Thank you for bringing it up. Okay, so so we're done there. I think that's all Archangel Michael really wants to say, because it's really about showing up for ourselves in sustainable ways. And that's what this winter season is all about, showing up for ourselves in sustainable ways and knowing that we are protected by the cloak of love, this embrace of love. So let's tune in and get a modern Merlin card. Oh, thank you so much, Rena. I'm really feeling that these days. I'm moving away from this energy of doubt and, just letting my soul shine out, because that's my heart's deep desire. And, look, we got the 23 again. The divine masculine, think outside of the box. Well, for me to think outside of the box, I have to use my heart, because my head keeps me spinning wheels, and there's muck flying in all directions, and I just get stuck in the thought. And the ultimate goal is to be in the moment, be, fluid, be in the heart space, be in the feeling of it all, because the feelings are so amazing. And even so I've just pulled out 2 more cards. We'll have a look at those. The feelings, even in the thick of it, are all, when you're here on this journey of spiritual development, this spiritual awakening, it's all of it has purpose. And the purpose is to return home to the love that we've always been, that we always are. This innovation card is feeling very turtle energy to me. Now, with the 23 there, the divine masculine, the turtle is like really the feminine essence, right? Mother Earth energy, 13 moon cycles, 1331. And so again, with this double 23 here, it really feels like energetically, spiritually, the feminine and masculine are doing this beautiful dance, which is incredibly supportive to one another, for one another. So again, hold on to your dreams. Here's the dance. Look at that. 3 2s out across the board. 20. that judgment card. It's like the final judgment. And then 22, this again, if we reduce that, we wouldn't, because it's a master number. If we did, it would be 4. Again, foundations. And the 2 energy is that high priestess. The high priestess standing in her power, the high priestess having faith in the journey, knowing that she is the harmony, right? Like, we have to each create the peaceful and harmonious experience within. And if we want to have a positive impact on the world, it's really important for us to take responsibility for the energetic that we bring to the table each and every day, because we all influence one another, right? And how do you want to influence people? I mean, part of my reason to go to nature every day before the job is because there's some really challenging energies in the workspace. And, it's like, how do we navigate those challenging energies? Well, we vibrate higher and we stay in our power. We don't get caught up in the illusion and delusions of others. It's an opportunity for us in situations such as that. It's an opportunity. Hi, Tita. Welcome. Bonjour. Bonsoir. How do you say good afternoon? It's good afternoon here right now, currently. It's 1:50. So be aware of the energetics that you're bringing to the table. And when you're in situations like I experience in the workspace, bonjour. Yes. Hello. Hi. Just taking responsibility for the energy that you're bringing. And that's going to be important as we wrap up this year. And I'm really feeling with these cards like truth, emotional well-being, stability, getting grounded, and yet not being so grounded that you're stuck and just spinning your wheels, right? It's just like, if you plant a seed and you just gently, like if you're growing things from seed, you just put it little bit under the soil, just gently push it down and fluff up around it. I'm feeling that owl energy again. Okay. I'm feeling that owl energy again, because the little owl was so soft and fluffy. Like, literally, it was just a little thing, so soft and fluffy. It was so cute. And this card is really having me feel like the heart energy, and allowing that heart to be the radiant guide of all else in the experience. So just as we wrap up here today, not tomorrow, on Tuesday, so tomorrow we're having our new moon, but on Tuesday, we are going to do our live draw for our second free reading giveaway in the month of December. So I'm just going to write down Tita and Rena here. And all you need to do is to get in on the monthly draws is to make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Please, that greatly helps the channel's ability to grow and reach more of our soul family, and grow our connection and our tapestry of light. So all you need to do is be a subscriber and comment on any of the content. On Christmas Day, there was some interactive reading. There was some card pulls Christmas night. Go check that video out. Like, the videos of the last few days have been on point and on fire. Check them out. And there was an interactive live done. It was a 1, 2, 3, I believe, on the day after Christmas, Boxing Day. So check that out. So from the Rumi Oracle, we've got number 16, from nothing to everything. And 16 reduces, it's the tower energy. So the tower falls, and we are like the phoenix being reborn now through the ashes as we move into 2025. And we're being born from the ashes of unconditional love, reborn again and again. And this is feeling like all your heart's desires are coming to fruition. And it's through the physical body, right? 7's my number for the physical vessel. Chakras 101, just the basic 7. We are the energetic of light, and we are this sword of Orion, the sword of truth, Orion's belt. It's like Archangel Michael. We can cut through and break free from anything that we put our heart to. Anything that our heart has got, anything our heart is set on is destined to be a part of our experience. So don't give up on yourself. Continue to have faith in that which is right and true. You're learning lessons. Victory is assured as a result of your courageous heart. Honor your personal space, trust your path, have faith in all things, and reach out when you can. Reach in perhaps and help yourself through meditation. Practice patience. The one of the messages of that little owl, and a lot of folks fear owl as a totem. I actually love owl very much. And because we ought not be afraid of our shadow, because it's within our shadow that we will find our greatest gifts. We'll rediscover, uncover our greatest gifts. And this will set us on the path to living our bliss. And who's down for this? I am. Are you? Let's do this. So I think that's it for today, everyone. Thank you so much for being here, Titha and Rena, and all those who are going to be catching this on the replay. Thank you so much for showing up. I see you. I feel you. I love you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.